The family car has a fairly large variety of engines. The most reliable is the 5-liter gasoline aspirated M113, installed in the R500 from 2006 to 2007. Its characteristic defects against the background of other power units are insignificant: the destruction of the crankshaft pulley damper and problems with the crankcase ventilation system. Gasoline M272 and M273 suffer from premature wear by a chain-type timing drive, sprocket wear and chain stretching, and an intake manifold damper drive. In addition, the 273rd motor with high mileage can present a very unpleasant surprise badass in the cylinders. Mercedes R320 CDI is one of the more attractive options. The car is equipped with a 3-liter diesel V6 with 224 horsepower, and is the most reasonable purchase, given the burden of tax legislation and dynamics. Acceleration to the first 100 takes only 8.7 seconds, and the maximum speed is 215 km per hour. Slightly worse things are with fuel consumption. In the urban cycle, more than 12 liters per 100 kilometers will be needed, and outside the settlements, the consumption never drops below 7 liters. However, the diesel V6 has several unpleasant drawbacks. Firstly, the injection system does not tolerate low-quality diesel fuel. When operating mainly in the city, soon the particulate filter will also cause problems. And the design flaw of the exhaust manifold, its self-destruction occurs, leads to damage to the expensive turbocharger. In general, these shortcomings are typical for all diesel Iraq, as they have one common aggregate base: the OM642 turbo diesel. W251 engines were aggregated exclusively with a 7-speed automatic transmission 7G-tronic Series 722.9. The Mercedes R-Class is available in both 4MATIC all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. The latter option is less common. The chassis is organized on a set of levers with a mandatory rear air suspension. At the request of the first owner, the R-Class was equipped with a full-fledged Airmatic pneumatic system. This suspension is very effective at smoothing out bumps and is ideal for comfortable movement on bad roads. But the minivan's high-speed turns are somewhat worse. While the main suspension components can withstand high mileage, air suspension components give up much faster. Among the outsiders are air springs and a pneumatic compressor. Sometimes the Mercedes R-Class forces you to deal with minor electrical failures. But that doesn't mean they're cheap to fix. An ideal example is the ubiquitous control units. Any of them can moan. Recovery is almost always associated with the purchase of an original part, and its prescription, and hence the high final cost of repairs. In addition, the central locking and power windows often jump. Cars with a star on the hood have never been cheap. All this fully applies to the Mercedes R-Class. A new family van in the basic version was estimated at about €53,000. But it was worth swiping at a stronger engine and a couple of branded options, as the price tag immediately crossed the bar of €70,000. Fortunately for domestic buyers, the secondary market dealt ruthlessly with the German minivan. With age, Mercedes loses a lot in price, and operating costs only increase.